Hello guys, Ryan Atlas here, and I recently won the Speed Duel League Winner Box tournament, so I thought I would do a quick tournament overview replay analysis. So yeah, let's start off with the deck profile. I played Dark Magician for the event, one of my favorite decks in advanced format as well, and I thought it was pretty well placed in the Speed Duel format. So of course I play triple Dark Magician, the Tribe Infecting Virus to combat Amazonas specifically. For tech cards, I played Snipe Hunter. Not sure whether I would keep him for next tournaments, but he was alright. He had his moments, good and bad. So I played one Lure of Darkness because oftentimes you'll find your hand to be clogging a bit. Snipe Hunter is an additional Dart monster, so that's nice. Played the Cosmic Cyclone specifically for Amazonas Onslaught. One Summoner's Art to up my Dark Magician count. My tech cards were Breakthrough Skill and Sakuretsu Armor in the main deck. I'm not entirely sure whether I would keep them, but yeah, I didn't draw into Sakuretsu all that much. Let's just head into the replays for now. So they are quite a while ago. I remember this one was right after YC's Birmingham. Got off my flight, got home, and played round one half an hour later because that day was the deadline. So let's play against Delicatus. Spoiler alert, we will be seeing more of him later in the video. So opening hand for him is Fisher, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Blast with Chain, and Champion's Vigilance. And we also have double Champion's Vigilance, Magic Rebo, and 1,000 Knives. So, flip up skill at the start of the duel, just set my vigilances and pass the turn. He is going to do a very similar thing, set 2 cards and pass turn. I draw the Tribe, and whenever I have a situation where I can punch in for the 16 damage, or the 15 with Snipe Hunter, I do it because that puts their life points at lethal with Dark Magician. So going to attack here. And he draws Blast with Chain, so not very good for him. Plays a Fisher to clear my Tribe Infecting Virus. I have to pass here. He's finally going to make a move, discarding the Red Eyes for Guiltia thanks to Heart of a Warrior. I'm going to take this damage and trigger my Magic Rebo, probably yes, for Dark Magician. I am going to use my skill, Ever Faithful Servant. Once per duel, when I control Dark Magician, I get to search for any spell trap with Dark Magician in the text. So I'm going to search out Dark Magic Attack. He is going to respond to that with Blast with Chain. I am going to Vigilance this. And combined with 1,000 Knives, that is game. So, pretty unfortunate hand for him. Let's go into game number 2. Where he makes me go first again. And as you see, I brought in a card from the side deck, Waking the Dragon, and a pretty monster heavy hand, unfortunately. Just set the Waking and pray he opens a Champion's Vigilance, MST, Book of Moon, Red Eyes Gearfried, the Iron Knight, and Serpent Night Dragon, his second target for Harpnet. Just going to set a few cards and pass, and just like the last game, I am going to normal summon a guy, go in for some damage. Now, here he gets his engine going. He uses Heart of a Warrior, discards 1 card to summon the fusion monster Guiltia. Then trigger the Carbonated Engrave to summon the Red Eyes Black Dragon, and his Champion's Vigilance is live now. So we are going to see him attack over my Tribe Infecting Virus. No Magic Rebo from my side, but now I have no monsters left in the fields, so I can summon the Dark Magician, which is going to proc the Champion's Vigilance from his side. I have Trap Infecting Virus, going to discard Call Dragon, change the Book of Moon, so this is quickly spiraling out of control for me, unfortunately. It's a new card, not the Waking the Dragon that I've set here, so it's definitely playing around that. Brings out Gearfried, and that should be enough to attack or game. So, game number 3. In this round 1 out of 5. I make him go first. Of course, skills flip up at the start of the game. He has a pretty good opening hand. He has the Carbonellum to make his Champion's Vigilance live. as a Rota and another Gearfried for follow-up. So yeah, this hand looks pretty good. I'm going to Summoner's Art out Dark Magician, but of course he has the Vigilance to negate that, so I'm going to summon Tribe Infecting Virus, discard my magic attack, and destroy his Serpent Knight Dragon, and pass the turn. Okay, that's a bit passive on my side. In hindsight, should have attacked, brought out Dark Magician. I have the Vigilance to protect it, so yeah, that's maybe the play I should have made. Now let's see what he does with his 2 Gearfrieds. He's just going to summon an attack. Yeah. On the second attack, I am going to drop Magic Rebo to summon Dark Magician in attack position. He does not have game by flipping enemy controller, so I can safely summon this in attack position because he does have the 1 phase down. I don't know what that is. It could have been a Blast with Chain, which would have allowed him to attack over the defense position Dark Magician without popping my set, which potentially would have been Waking Dragon. So I draw Dark Magic attack. I am going to search out 1,000 Knives to destroy his Red Eyes Gearfried. That plays around the Blast with Chain as well. Going to beat over the Guiltia, do some damage. He has a Book of Moon, but that's not going to save him in the long run. Set the Sakuretsu armor, which I drew. I did draw it. Attack over the Gearfried, he's going to protect with Book of Moon, but I have the Vigilance. So yeah, he's left at nothing with dead draw, and I just need to pick up another monster for game, but he already scoops up his cards. So that was round number 1 against Delicatus. Okay, round number 2 versus a Shadowy Flame. He's also one of those people that you usually see doing pretty well in these tournaments. So he makes me go first. As you see, I have an opening hand of Tribe Infecting Virus, Snipe Hunter, Cosmic Cyclone, and Vigilance. He has Volcanic Shell, Armed Dragon White, Bullish Burial, and Armed Dragon level 10 with Semi-Rolling skill. So let's see how I play this one out. Set both of my cards. No need to run out any monsters. As I said, when given the opportunity, I just summon a guy and attack. Perfect. Now he triggered his skill to search Snipe Hunter, going to 1 Volcanic Shell back on the bottom of his deck. He's going to use his Snipe Hunter to wipe out my back row cards 1 by 1. So pops a Vigilance, rolls to pop my back row card, but he's going to use the skill to change the die result. And it's a 1 again. Okay, he's going to pay 500, add another shell. Pretty solid combination, Volcanic Shell and the Snipe Hunter, so he's gonna go for it again. Rolls a 2 this time, so he lives. Get another shell, going to use his Snipe Hunter for 1 more time. Discard shell, take out my Snipe Hunter, and now he has the Armed Dragon level 10 white, more than enough to attack for me. So game 2. I am going to make him go first, obviously. Dark Magician is going second against Speed Duel. I bring in DD Crow, because I assume that I should banish the Armed Dragon level 10 once it hits the graveyard, because that makes any potential level 10 whites in his hand dead. So he goes first, just sets 1 card. I am going to thin the deck with Summer's Art. If he has Mind Crush, he has it. But I am going to Lure Darkness, banish the Dark Magician because I have my 2 Spheric Rebos, Magic Rebos. I'm just going to bring out Snipe Hunter. Snipe Hunter is going to get met with Book of Moon. That's unfortunate for me because now when he attacks over the Snipe Hunter, I cannot protect with Magic Rebo. Or trigger Magic Rebo, more like. So here he foolishes the Armed Dragon level 10. I DD Crow to prevent him from making any more plays. Just going to flip up my guy, set Sakuretsu armor, and punch in for some damage. He's going to search the Snipe Hunter of his own with the skill. And start taking apart my back row starting with the Sakuretsu armor. Successful, the base 500. Going to snipe the other back row, Vigilance. Unsuccessful, but changing the result. It's a bit tedious to see the die roll every time, but what are you going to do about it? Now he's just going to make the Snipe Hunter's kiss. I draw Bottomless Trap Hole, which I sided in. After the match, Shadowy Flame told me that you cannot do it on a summon of Arm Dragon level 10 white if they choose to search for the white field. So that's good information to keep in mind if you're siding Floodgate Trap Hole. I'm just going to set that. We'll skip ahead a bit. Yes, Snipe Hunter, but he doesn't bring it out. Draws the white veil. Yeah, we're Mystic Mind gameplaying for a bit. Neither of us wanting to commit any monsters. Okay, here he has the Melody of Awakening Dragon to search out 2 more copies of his Arm Dragon level 10 white. He's going to Dice Spoon, just roll for it. And he hits the Awakening Dragon. Looking bad, I should probably bring out 1000 Ice Restricts. No, I bring out Ojama. Yeah, Ojama King. Thinking that, yeah, he's not going to be able to out this. But he unfortunately has the Offerings to the Dooms, so to pop that. Snipe Hunter coming down. I should probably Floodgate, but I don't. But yeah, as you guys can see, this game is pretty much over. He discards for Snipe Hunter, pops my back row after a few die rolls, brings out the other Arm Dragon level 10 white. He's going to attack with Snipe Hunter first. So I have to use my Magic Rebo defensively, and he beats over it. Aha! Using the Medora in the graveyard to shuffle back the Magic Rebos. I have 2 of them in the graveyard, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to add either of them back. Ah, yeah, I remember this game now. I am going to live. I have the Dark Magician. I'm going to attack. After searching with my skill for the Magic Rebo to keep me in the game for longer, I'm going to use 1000 Knives and attack over the Snipe Hunter for 1k damage, putting him kinda low. But here he has the other Arm Dragon level 10 white. As you can see, I have a Breakthrough skill set that is going to prevent him from taking out my back row. Start of battle phase, I'm going to use Cosmic Cyclone to banish the white field. Let's see. I believe he chooses not to attack here. Yeah. Fearing my back row, but fortunately I draw the Tribe Infected Virus, so yeah, I kind of stole that one. Let's head into game 3 of round number 2. He makes me go first. I have the Dark Magician, Separate Crew skill, and I hope I live a turn. He does have the Melody of Awakening Dragon. It's called, yeah, Melody of Awakening Dragon. Searching for 2 whites. I DD Crow his regular Arm Dragon level 10. But here, yeah, he has the Snipe Hunter. He's going to bring it out. I do have Breakthrough skill. Probably should have changed it here, but as you can see, it doesn't really matter. He just has the Arm Dragon level 10 white. Searches out the white field and can comfortably attack for game. So that is my loss of the Swiss rounds. Unfortunate. Anyway, let's get to round number 3. Playing against Caesar 47. Let's see the opening hands. I open Sakuretsu Armor, Vigilance, Tribe, and Magic Rebo. He has Foolish Burial, Cosmic Cyclone, Monster Reborn, and a Legendary Ocean. We are going underwater for this game. His skill didn't load, but it has to be Bountiful Ocean Heroes. Set my cards. He just sets the Cosmic Cyclone. I am going to bring out the Tribe Infecting Virus, do some damage. But he has a Swords of Influence. I'm going to Lure of Darkness, banishing my Magic Rebo, and here I am going to try to attack for game. So discard my Breakthrough skill, roll a 6. Discard my Dark Magic attack as well, roll a 1, so I am going to have to pass the turn. He has Dust Tornado to take out my dead Champion's Vigilance, and Cosmic Cyclone to take out my dead Sakuretsu Armor. Very unfortunate. He uses Foolish Burial on the Warrior of Atlantis, has Legendary Ocean, uses his skill to add Warrior of Atlantis back, and this is where the game really gets out of control for me. Because as you can see, Warrior of Atlantis is an Aqua as well, so if I use Tribe Infecting Virus to kill it, Tribe Infecting Virus dies as well, and he would be able to add it back from the graveyard with his skill card. Very unfortunate. Snipe Hunter just cocking me like that. Anyway, let's go to game 2. As you can see, I make him go first. My opening hand is a lot better. I have Dark Magic Attack, Tribe Infecting Virus, Vigilance, Allure. He has Dust, Warrior of Atlantis, Foolish, and Legendary Ocean. So a pretty solid opening hand for him as well. He's going to activate Warrior of Atlantis, activate Legendary Ocean, add the Warrior back with the skill card. And I brought in DD Crow because of the recursion loop that you have with the skill. And Foolish Burial basically searches you any card from your deck if you have Umi out. So that's why I brought DD Crow in from the side. So going to banish it for Lure of Darkness. Going to chip in some damage with Tribe Infecting Virus that actually gets a bit stronger off his Legendary Ocean. Ah, yes, here he snipes my Weakened Dragon with Dust Tornado. So I bring out the Ojama King, clock 3 of his zones. So the ball is in Discord, and unfortunately he has no out to Ojama King. I said Snipe Hunter is not an ally, Ojama King is an ally. So pretty lucky. Next, game number 3, he has Medora, Foolish Burial, Dust Tornado, and Quaking. I have Magic Rebo, Tribe Infecting Virus, Thousand Knives, and DD Crow. Again, trying the DD Crow at an unfortunate moment. There is some passing back and forth. I eventually summon the Tribe Infecting Virus, getting the chip damage. He then gets his engine going with Warrior of Atlantis. I'm going to activate his field spell, grab back the Warrior of Atlantis, summon it with a whole slew of back row. If Warrior of Atlantis was another type, I would have considered Tribe destroying itself to special summon the Dark Magician out, but alas, it is also an Aqua. Here he is going to add one of his tech cards, Submarine Roids, through Foolish Burial, going to attack directly for 800 damage. And at the end step of the battle phase, I am going to use Magic Rebo to bring out my Dark Magician. I waited specifically until the end step because otherwise he would have been able to still attack over my Tribe Infecting Virus. So I send him the Ruling and go to my turn. I use Dark Magic Attack to blow up his whole back row, Tribe Infecting Virus to destroy Submarine Roids, and Thousand Knives to kill off the Warrior of Atlantis. So, yep, pretty solid, even after that unfortunate game number 1. Round 4, playing against Tumi42. Let's see, I get to go second, that's good. And he is also playing the Duke Devlin skill, but as you can see, his hand is very different. He has Breakthrough skill, Orca the Relentless, Cyber Dragon, and Dice Foon, while I have Sakuretsu Armor, Tribe Infecting Virus, Dark Magician, and Thousand Knives. So let's see how this resolves. I open the Tribe Infecting Virus, get in for chip damage. He's going to blind Dice Foon. His skill is not yet flipped face up. He could have done that on his first turn at, I don't know, maybe Snipe Hunter, put back one of his cards, or just search an extra copy of Orgot, put one of them back, just to get his skill live, because, yeah, Dice Foon without the skill could be risky. He's lucky, rolls a 2, destroys my Sakuretsu armor. Okay, now, he's going to blind Dice Foon again, rolls a 2 again. Pretty lucky. Yeah, going to special Cyber Dragon, attack over my Tribe Virus, but now play is back to me, and I have forced my Dark Magician. He is going to do a big think, but I am eventually going to resolve my skill card, searching out Dark Magic Attack. Snipe Hunter will try to take care of the Cyber Dragon, but Snipe Hunter is not an ally. I roll 1, so I'm just going to have to attack for some damage. Putting him at 500 life points, and unfortunately his top deck is Mystic Tomato. I am just going to try to use Snipe Hunter to get rid of this. Rolling a 3, so yeah, this time it does work. Going into game 2, I was still expecting him to be on the Armed Dragon stuff, so I brought in DD Crows, I believe. Yeah, starting off with Summer's Art. Here you see having Lure of Darkness for a double Dark Magician is pretty good to convert it into some dark advantage. Set the Snipe Hunter. No idea why I'm doing that, but we're setting the Snipe Hunter. Probably to play around getting OTK'd by the Armed Dragon stuff, which he's not playing. He's just going to bring out his own Snipe Hunter, roll a 4. Maybe I was just really upset with Snipe Hunter because it betrayed me last game. Anyway, I can finally bring out the Ultimate Wizard in terms of attack and defense. Going to search out Dark Magic Attack. He's going to chain enemy controller to put my guy to defense position. Going to bring out Tribe. No need to use the effect. Just attack for 100 damage. He has Fossil Dyna. It's a pretty good card. Let's see how he uses it. Uses Reborn to bring back the Snipe Hunter. And he's going to roll, of course, a 5. Going to roll again with Snipe Hunter. Another 5. This guy's just getting all of the doubles. I luckily have Tribe Virus beat over the Snipe Hunter. He draws another Snipe Hunter. I just attack in. He redraws another Dice Foon. Unfortunately, I have to Snipe Hunter to get rid of my Tribe Infecting Virus, which is of course going to succeed, even if he felt he had his skill card. Okay, here he top decks Monster Reborn, which actually can take my Dark Magician, and I have 2 Champions Vigilance sets, but cannot counter that. Unfortunate, I lose game 2. Let's head into game 3 of round 4. Going to draw Floodgate Trap Hole, Sakuretsu Armor, Dark Magician, Vigilance, yes, Tomato, Dice Foon, Reborn, and Snipe Hunter. So I get to bring out my Dark Magician. I'm going to trigger the skill to search 1000 Knives because I saw all those tomatoes floating around. Let's see, I am indeed going to suss that out. Set 3, attack, not normal summoning Snipe Hunter for game. That's odd. I guess I was playing around quickly. He has the Dice Foon, is going to blind roll a 2. Here he is going to add the Orgot Relentless, put back the Snipe Hunter. I am going to Floodgate Trap Hole his Snipe Hunter, so he cannot discard the Orgoth, and also cannot use Reborn the Orgoth. So yeah, I was very lucky, I guess. Going to Reborn a Tomato, but I am going to Vigilance that because I know his hand, I know his face down card, I know next turn I can summon Snipe Hunter, attack over his, and attack for game. I'm go for the gamble. Slime Hunter rewards me, and I win round 4. Let's go to the final rounds of Swiss against Ace of Swords. Another name we will be seeing again later in the video. We are both XN1 at this point. I open Vigilance, Double Cyclone, and Magic Rebo. He opens the Phoenix, Immortal Phoenix, Monster Reborn, Enemy Controller, and Foolish Burial. So I'm just going to set 1 Cyclone and my Vigilance. He is going to shuffle Ra to the bottom of his deck. Has Foolish Reborn to summon Jinzo, and he's just going to attack for some damage. I'm not dead, luckily. So in the end step of battle phase, I'm going to Magic Rebo out my Dark Magician. So no traps, which means that I am going to use the opportunity to Dark Magic attack thanks to the skill. Going to blow away his back row. He has Enemy Controller to take my Dark Magician, but in my hand I have another one. So in the end phase I will have 2 Dark Magicians. He draws Phoenix. Very unfortunate. I'm going to put it back and draw Doom Caliber Knight. But yeah, it's not going to do it here. So I attack with my guys, and that is game number 1 for me. Game number 2, I'm pretty well prepared for this matchup, I believe. I open Magic Rebo, Dark Magic Attack, Vigilance, and copy of Dark Magic Attack. He has a very solid opening hand. He has Reborn, Foolish, Jinzo, and Tribe. Makes me go first. I just set some cards and pass the turn. He used the skill to discard Jinzo to add the Winged Dragon of Ra to his hand, and follows it up by setting Enemy Controller. So he's playing it very cautiously, which is in my disadvantage. I'm going to summon Tribe, poke for some damage, make sure my attack with Dark Magician is lethal. He's going to put away the Phoenix he draws Waking the Dragon. Yes, I remember now. He reborns a Jinzo, summons his own Tribe. That's 2400 damage. No, just 800, and then I'm going to indeed Magic Repo to defend myself against the Tribe affecting virus. But yeah, here we can see I have Dark Magic Attack in the hand. I am going to search out another Dark Magician in case I get hit by Enemy Controller. But that is not going to be the case here. He is going to resolve his Waking the Dragon when I use Dark Magic Attack and bring out the Arcana Night Joker. I do have a few outs for this. Dark Magic Attack outsits, Tribe Infecting Virus outsits, but none of those outs in my hand right now. So I'm just going to attack over the Tribe Infecting Virus. Because that way, let's see. Yes, if he attacks over my Dark Magician, I add back Magic Rebo, I can fend off the Jinzo. But unfortunately, he used the skill to draw a card and draws a Tribe of his own. So it's going to discard a card to destroy Dark Magician. I add back Magic Rebo, but he can just attack for game with Arcana Night Joker. So very unfortunate. Going into game number 3, my last game of the Swiss rounds. Going to open Dark Magician as Tribe Infecting Virus, DD Crow, and Magic Rebo. He has Millennium Revelation, Winged Dragon of Ra, Monster Reborn, and Foolish Burial. Let's see how we play this out. Of course, let him go first. He discards Winged Dragon of Ra with the Revelation. Next, going to add Monster Reborn. Oh no, he used the skill to discard Ra to draw 1 card, and after that he uses Revelation, discard the Phoenix to bring Monster Reborn to his hand. He uses Revelation's effects. I have Monster Reborn. I chain DD Crow to target his Ra. This is disgusting. He has Foolish Burial and another Monster Reborn, so he can bring out his Ra, which will be destroyed in the end phase. That makes the Phoenix come out, and that makes the Sphere Mode come out. As you can see, I have a delicious out to Sphere Mode in the form of Tribe Infecting Virus. So I'm going to use Tribe Effect, kill off the Sphere Mode, and attack for game. So I'm on a 4-1 record right now, going into the top 8, and I get to play against Isalti Ali, who is the number 2 ranked player on the ladder. And you might have noticed we have not yet played against Amazonas this tournament. So this is the first one. I see the bestie skill and I know, yeah, going to play against the most feared deck of the format. But I wanted I will make him go first. He does a big thing, eventually goes for reinforcement of the army into Princess and just sets his cards, his Amazon's Onslaught and Galaxy Cyclone. I draw a pretty okay hand. As you can see, I have to try for some minor damage. I have the Cosmic Cyclone to stop the Onslaught. I'm just going to set Cosmic Cyclone, play this out very cautiously. He is going to use Galaxy Cyclone, and here I'm thinking for a long time. You see the thinking emoji. And I eventually decide to chain the Cosmic Cyclone. Amazonas can put out quite a bit of damage, but I have the Magic Repo at the ready. So, big thing, he's not going to summon any monster, he's just going to play it patiently, draw a card of his Battle City Bestie skill. Here I decide to make the chip damage, as always, and he draws another Onslaught, so pretty good. He sets it, and passes turn. I'm going to draw and set Vigilance. He said I messed up. I believe he did. He could have summoned Princess, search for Call, and just set Call and Tribe, attack with the Princess, and bring out the... no, he doesn't have to bring out Swordwoman. He would have had to bring out the Tiger, I think. But yeah, when I try to attack him, he has the Onslaught for Princess. I believe I just attack over the Princess. Yes, losing my Tribe Infect Virus in the progress, sadly. Here he has Swords of Reeling Light, very interesting main deck card. Now he searches for the Call, activates it, goes for the Queen because he has the Onslaught to bring it out during the battle phase. Is going to gain 500 attack, so at 29 I live at 100 life points when he attacks with Princess and uses the effects. I chain with Magic Rebo, bring out Dark Magician in defense. Now he has a Tiger. Yeah, he's just going to attack my Dark Magician with his Princess. He takes no damage due to the bestie skill. And just banishes my Dark Magician with the Onslaught. Now, it's gaming time. I have my Dark Magician at my command, so I'm going to special summon it out. Use Dark Magic attack, he chains Amazon's Call. Going to add, yes, add another copy of Princess. Search out the 1000 Knives with my skill, yes. Going to use that to destroy the Swordwoman. And now this Snipe Hunter has to resolve. So I'm going to discard Magic Rebo, roll the die to destroy the Tiger, and it resolves. So that is 1300 damage from Dark Magician and 1500 from Snipe Magician. Snipe Hunter, not Snipe Magician. Okay, it is my lucky day. Let's go to game 2. And I open Summoner's Art, Cosmic Cyclone, Dark Magic Attack, Magic Rebo. He has Rota, Onslaught, Princess, and Galaxy Cyclone. Perfect opening hand. I am going first, and I am just going to leave the Summoner's Art in hand, thinking that he might side in Mind Crush, and that way I can let him set Mind Crush and pass a turn, and then it's my turn again. I might just blind Mind Crush for Dark Magician, and that would be a big plus for me. Not going to set Cosmic Cyclone because of Amazon's Sage. He's going to start his turn with reinforcements of the army, just setting a lot of back row again, playing it very cautiously, very well played. Here I am going to commit my Cyclones to the field. Yeah, he's going to snipe one of them. Okay, here he has a triple princess in hand. Very funny. Summons one of them, gets the call. He's going to use Galaxy Cyclone to take out my Cosmic Cyclone, and I do not chain. I don't know why. In hindsight, it was a mistake, but yeah, at the time I probably had some solid reasoning for it, but I don't. He's going to Onslaught. He has the Queen in hand. He has a Princess to attack. Yeah, it's not looking good for me. He's going to bring out the Tiger. I Magic Revo for Dark Magician, but yeah, unfortunately that is going to get banished, but I have to do it to prevent my life points from hitting 0. He draws a card of Bestie. I have to Summoner's Art for Dark Magician. Yeah, here I Faithful Companions for Magic Revo to make my Lure of Darkness a bit less risky. But I don't know what I could possibly draw to get me out of this situation. I am going to Dark Magic attack his Onslaught away. And I am surprisingly still in the game. I am going to not attack over his Princess for some reason. I can only attack the Tiger and I can't destroy it by battle due to Queen. So yeah, we are in a bit of a stalemate right now. Unfortunately, I am 1 card short to clear all of his monsters. I am going to tribe for the warriors. I can attack Tiger with my Tribe Infecting Virus. I can attack directly with Dark Magician for 2500. He's just at 500 life points. But here, he draws his second copy of Amazon's Onslaught. Plus, he still has a Princess to search. He says he thinks he's dead, but looks to be in a pretty good position. Oh, here I Champion's Vigilance and normal summon of Amazon's Princess. But yeah, he has that extra copy of Onslaught. I draw Awaken the Dragon. Unfortunately, too late, too little too late. I'm going to switch my tribe to defense mode, thinking that if he has, what's the card? Onslaught plus another Queen in hand, I would be dead. And that's why I switch Tribe Infecting Virus to defense mode. As you can see, he brings out the Sword Woman with the Onslaught. I am going to attack over it because it gains 500 attack because of the Onslaught. So I'm still at 600 life points. And here he has to draw a monster. And he draws Amazon's Call, but he also had the Rota as well. So he's going to just normal summon the Sword Woman, bring it out, beat over Tribe, and in the battle phase, going to use Amazon's Call to search out another monster and special summon it with Onslaught. So, yeah, pretty intense game number 2. Here I open the Thousand Eyes, Lure of Darkness, Cosmic Cyclone, Dark Magic attack. He has Waboku, a pretty solid side card against me. Amazon's Call, Galaxy Cyclone, and Amazon's Tiger. So not the best opening hand for him. Yeah, he has a call to get his play started, so he should be fine. I make him go first. He again chooses to play it very passively. I am going to blind allure, well, not blind. I'm going to allure away my Snipe Hunter and just set my trap cards. Thinking that if in the end phase he activates like Dust or Cosmic, I can chain my Cosmic to banish the other card, which would then probably be Onslaught, but yep, no set place. Galaxy Cyclones for Awaken the Dragon, and I am going to bring out the Thousand Eyes Restrict. And we are going to be in a stalemate for a bit, so I'm gonna let this run. It's gonna keep drawing cards as well to Bestie skill, and I see that deck out is a viable win condition. So yeah, we both keep drawing. I set my Tribe Infecting Virus because we might end up in a position where I can tribute 2 monsters for my Dark Magician, and flip up another Tribe Infecting Virus that I set, and then I can just attack for game. Let's see whether I get there. Set my second tribe, but here, as Princess, is going to go for ball, set a card, and I don't want to make the play yet, because I don't have a Vigilance to back it up. So we are going to wait a bit longer. I remember his deck list from the last tournament, and he plays very few, if no, outs to 1000 Ice Restrict. Here's one of them. Again, Offerings to the Doomed. Pretty solid. Limit 1 card. Enters the battle phase, triggers his Onslaught, but I'm going to Cosmic Cyclone that away. And he is thinking for a long time here. I remember that he was considering to leave one of my monsters on the field to prevent me from being able to special summon Dark Magician from my hand. And that is indeed what he does. Yeah, going to leave the tribe on the field. So I enter the main phase. Remind him to draw off Battle City Bestie. I'm going to think for a long time as well. It's my Tribe Infecting Virus. I'm going to call Warrior. Yeah. Clears his board. Set the Vigilance that I drew. And attack for 1600, so 1600 more. And that's game. But yeah, it's his turn again. And he is going to call for his third and final copy of Onslaught, I believe. No, he still has one in the deck, unless he sided one out. So he's going to set a few cards. He said, straight flush, if you have it, you have it. But I don't have it. So I am going to use Tribe Infecting Virus to destroy itself. He has nothing, so I am going to special summon Dark Magician. He's going to activate Waboku. I'm going to Vigilance that because I do see the kill shot. Of the skill, I'm going to search my last target, Magic Rebo. Although that puts me at even deck count, so 4 cards against 4 cards. You have to 1000 Knives the monster, and I'm thinking, hey, if he has Onslaught, I can just Cosmic Cyclone that away and attack for game, but he has the Waboku. So he gets to live another turn. My life points are pretty low as well. He draws the third Onslaught, and that could be problematic. He's going to set that, he's going to set Princess. I draw Warrior Elimination, our card from my side deck that we had not yet seen. So I'm going to Dark Magic attack the face down. I had reasonable suspicion that it was Onslaught, but since I have the Warrior Elimination, I thought, let's go for it. I believe his deck at this point is 2 enemy controller and 1 tiger. As we are going to see here, no, his deck was 2 enemy controller, 1 reinforcement of the army. Very unfortunate that he draws like a reinforcement of the army without any targets. So he's going to set tiger, set his rota. I draw Summoner's Art with 1 target left in deck, but I have 2 cards to his 2 cards, so I'm not going to play that. I'm going to set Summoner's Art as a bluff and attack over his monster. He's going to draw enemy controller, but he has no cards left to tribute for it, so that's very unfortunate for him. For me, that means I'm going to be able to try to attack for game. He draws his second enemy controller, very unfortunate for him, so I move on to the top 4. We have the return of Ace of Swords, the Winged Dragon of Ra player from the 5th round of Swiss that we are seeing again. Opening hand is Dark Magician, Tribe Infecting Virus, Dark Magic Attack, Cosmic Cyclone. He has Winged Dragon of Ra, Revelation, Doom Caliber Knight, and Monster Reborn. This was a very quick match, I remember. He discards Ra of the skill to search for Phoenix mode. He's going to use Revelation to discard the Phoenix mode, search Monster Reborn. And thanks to Revelation, he can bring out Ra, which dies in the end phase. And he brings out the, well, Phoenix from the graveyard, and then Phoenix dies, brings out Sphere Mode. So very similar to our game in Swiss, Dark Magician, Tribe Infecting Virus, that does it. So he makes me go first in the second game. Let's see. Opening hand is Summer's Heart for Dark Magician, Allure, Thousand Knives, and Tribe Infecting Virus. I'm going to try to draw into my side cards. Unfortunately, I have to banish Dark Magician here, but to summon out the Tribe. Why do I do this? Because otherwise Phoenix could attack for 4,000, but Ra can destroy my Tribe, so I'm not sure why I brought it out here. He's going to pick up a Doom Caliber Knight to attack over my Tribe Infecting Virus. Very unfortunate. I keep my Cosmic Cyclone for potential Revelation play later on. But yeah, as you guys can see, it's spiraling out of control here. He brings back my Tribe Infecting Virus. He's going to summon another Doom Caliber Knight, and unfortunately, that is game. I do flip up my Cosmic Cyclone to get some extra information. So now I know that he's sideboarding the Awakened Dragon. So that's something you can do in online tournaments. He cannot force me to scoop, so he has to resolve Cosmic Cyclone so we can move forward. Game number 3. I remember this being a fast one as well. Ah, yes, I do draw my DD Crow. He has the hand of the Ra, which is shuffled back for enemy controller, Doomcal, Foolish, and Tribe. So maybe this game wasn't as fast as I remember it being. Going to attack for some chip damage. He is going to... Ah yes, Revelation for the Ra. He's going to discard that Search Monster Reborn. He's going to Foolish the Phoenix, so everything is in place for him to execute the combo. But I have DD Crow. Pretty good. So he just has to summon Doomcal, attack. But as you can see in my hand, I have everything and more I need to stop him. His back row is just enemy controller. I am going to search out another Dark Magician because that's the only different target I've left in the deck. So I 1,000 Knives. He's not chain enemy controller, he just does so in the battle phase. So now he has one shot, one opportunity, draws a sphere, the Phoenix mode, puts it back, draws Mind Crush. Way too late. I am going to Dark Magic attack that away, I think. Yeah, if it had been Waking the Dragon, I show him that I have the Snipe Hunter to out that. So I'm just going to switch my Dark Magician to attack and on to the finals. We have once again our round 1 opponent, Delicates. He's on his way to make it back. He is going to open with 2 Carbonet Blast with Chain Book of Moon. I have Magic Rebo, Dark Magic Attack, Snipe Hunter, and Champion's Vigilance. And I lost the die roll, so I have to go first. I'm just going to set my Vigilance. He's going to bring out Gearfried, set 2 cards. Pretty powerful opening actually. Choosing to summon Gearfried instead of the Carbonet on play with Heart of a Warrior, because he has no Champion's Vigilance, unlike myself. He's going to attack. I have Magic Rebo, so in the end step of the battle phase, I'm going to bring out my Faithful Servant. He uses Book of Moon on it, so I cannot Vigilance, and he has the Blast with Chain for his Gearfried, so he is going to destroy just my Dark Magician, not my back row. He plays around that. Main deck, Waking the Dragon. Going to special summon my Dark Magician, use his skill to search for 1,000 Knives, and Dark Magician plus Snipe Hunter is enough for game. So we are going to head into game 2, and spoiler, he's going to draw a very unfortunate string of cards. He opens with Reinforcement of the Army, Serpent Knight Dragon, Carbonetton, and Blast with Chain. So I'm going to start off with just my Summoner's Art and Vigilance set. He has Dark Magician and Dark Magic Attack. Okay, looking at his hand now, he has a Gear-Free Blast with Chain combo, but he's choosing not to commit this. Uncertain behind the reasoning behind this. He's just going to set the Blast with Chain. I am going to bring out Snipe Hunter. Ah, yeah. Maybe he wanted to wait to summon Gearfried until he had the Blast with Chain available, which is understandable, but alas for him, I am just going to discard my Dark Magician, Snipe Hunter for a number 3. So it's going to pop the Blast with Chain. It has to be face up to resolve its effect. Now I'm just going to Summoner's Art out my Dark Magician, seeing as there's no Mind Crush, and he is going to draw his second carbon add-on. I'm going to draw Warrior Elimination, so very comfortable position for me. Attack with Snipe Hunter, and he's unfortunately going to draw a Fossil Date. I believe he sided out his Red Eyes Black Dragon, and yeah, just Gearfried on its own beat over Snipe Hunter would not have been a good play because I have Dark Magician, my skill is still alive, so that would have been game anyway. So yeah, guys, that was my tournament rollback with Dark Magician. I realized this was a pretty long video, but I hope it gave everyone some insight into how this deck is played in Speed Duel. Thank you for watching. Bye.